we gotta find out how much you can toe this line of it looks like a Pokemon, it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, but it's not a duck. You know what I mean?
Nintendo is one of the most litigious organizations I have ever met on the face of the earth.
100%.
When it comes to
Any
games,
content creator will tell you, getting stuff with Nintendo are just hard.
Hello, hey guys, welcome back into MG Podcast, our bite-sized podcast, aka our hot takes. And this week we are definitely doing a hot takes. It's everyone is giving their own hot take on what is topical this month, basically. We are going to start first. Oh, I'm here with In the Dark, aka James.
Hi guys.
And Obsidian Fury.
What's going on, my people?
And what's good, OGs?
This is me, Creatively Anzia. So let's jump right in. Obsidian Fury, what is your topic of the week?
Topic of the week is Activision Blizzard moving mad. They're crazy out here. Like, they have to find out where they live. Okay, so to give
to
give full context,
Melanin Gamers has not backed that statement of any connection.
Listen, okay, when I finished, then okay, so if you guys don't know, Activision Blizzard just got bought out by Microsoft for I think an eye-watering sum of 60.
One of the biggest gaming deals in ever.
Exactly. 68.7 billion, right? So and a couple days, a couple weeks after this goes through, they lay off 1,900 employees at their
That's insane.
At their company. And I think about 83% of them, of the layoffs, were in their esports branch. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a really difficult time in the gaming industry to find a job in gaming. And there's an issue. I think it's because of what happened in COVID. COVID brought in so much money because everybody was at home playing games. And now, I'm not saying for this specific layoff, but also in 2000 and also last year as well, there was significant layoffs. And when I'm going to in-person events and I'm talking to people, it's the amount of people that have just said that they've been laid off recently is skyrocketed. I think they did a panel about it where it's from last year it was about 16%, and then from this year it's 83% of people in the room were laid off recently. So it's really taxing the industry, and I think that the gaming industry as a whole has a hiring problem, number one. It also has a maintenance problem, number two. And I think so my hot take is that I think that this was to be expected because of the bubble that COVID created. I now feel like the gaming industry is now consolidating itself, it's like Clayface, where it's when he eats a grenade and he explodes, and then now he's reverting back to his original form. That's what it feels like that's happening right now, where there's a lot of
somewhat, but I feel like it's currently in a evolving stage. It's changing very quickly every day, every month. There's new technologies, new games that are coming out that are changing the perception and how the business is run and how business models are done within the industry. So I just think it's ever evolving, and it's happening so rapidly that the industry can't really keep up. And because of that, we're having these issues with a lot of layoffs, because I don't think it's hard to get a job in the industry depending on what the department you're looking to get into, but in terms of that job security and not just been taken on as a part-time contractor to get this off the ground and then that's it. The job security and the longevity of that employment, I think, is what's coming into question these days.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because there is the aspect of AI, the big word being generative AI being floated about, and a lot of big companies are also in favor of AI, like Disney and Netflix. But a lot of creators and artists are very against it. I was recently at a panel where the guy, he was an artist and he was really in favor of AI, use it as a medium for him. But most artists that I talk to hate AI, and they hate the way that it's being implemented. They don't hate AI necessarily, they hate the way it's being implemented by these big companies and the way they're cunning way.
I definitely think that's, in terms of AI, that's a huge topic, and I think maybe that could be a podcast all of its own. And maybe we should invite some artists to speak about that. But thank you, Obsidian Fury, for those were technically two hot takes, AI and also those layoffs. OG Taco, I'm going to go to you because you did mention new games coming out.
Yes, and how they changed the industry and what we perceive it to be. And there hasn't been a game yet. I mean, the year just started, guys, but we need to talk about the absolute crack that is Palworld. Now, you may not know what Palworld is, but you probably see the memes. It's the game, what we're gonna call, for all intensive purposes, Pokemon with guns. Nothing in this game is related to Pokemon. Yeah, but we're gonna call it Pokemon with guns. Now, the premises of the game, is imagine Pokemon, but it's open world like Zelda with temples and puzzles and stuff, and it's got Minecraft elements. So you build your base. There's a day and night cycle. You cut down trees to get wood, etc. And you have a gun, and you can give your Pokemon guns, and it's online multiplayer.
That's crazy.
And you can have, like, I think if you're playing on PC on Steam, you could have a private lobby with about 32 people online at a time. And then if you're playing, I think currently on Xbox Game Pass or console, it will be about 4. But still, 4 people, great. Now, this game is buggy as hell, and in this industry, being a gamer, game gets released buggy, it gets shot down. Yeah, look at Cyberpunk, right? Great game, came out buggy, everyone hated it. This game comes out buggy, it's pre-alpha, people are still paying for it. Yeah, it's pre-alpha, people still paying for it. It disconnects you like 20 times a day, but you keep coming back because the gameplay loop that they have developed in it, like, is so smooth, so core. They've taken like the best aspects of other games and just smudged it together and made it work. If it wasn't fun, people wouldn't play it. That's all I can say. And even with it being as buggy and janky and everything as it is, people keep coming back because it's fun. It's currently got Steam's highest record of concurrent players with any game ever at like 2 million concurrent players.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
It is Pokemon with guns, what the internet has dubbed it, because they look like Pokemon, so much so that you will say that is that Pokemon, that is this Pokemon. You catch them in balls. Now, people are saying, now this is where we're getting into the changing of the industry, because is this gonna fly? Yeah. Nintendo have had to release a statement after a few days because it blew up to say they're going to do their own investigation. Because
I saw that, and I was like, oh, there we go.
Because we got to find out how much you can toe this line of it looks like a Pokemon, it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, but it's not a duck.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Agreed, but does Pokemon own the rights to a duck? That's the question. And
That is the question. They
so,
don't.
Yeah. Okay. So to give my 2 cents on the situation, I'm going to be like really, really concise and quick. Number one,
Go on.
Nintendo is one of the most litigious organizations I have ever met on the face of the earth.
100%.
When it comes to
Any
games,
content creator will tell you,
Yeah.
getting stuff, Nintendo just hard.
Just hard, like diamond razorback, just hard. So number one, so to me, it feels like a lot of these people online who are like, oh yeah, it's rip off of Pokemon, blah blah blah. I think there's an element of that where it's like a lot of games can be very similar, but whether or not it's a rip off is a finer line, is an even harder line to draw, especially because both studios are Japanese. So
Yeah.
to me, if Nintendo wants to bring a case, it would be local first. And to be fair, the Palworld studio, they released because this is not the first time this game's come out. There's a reason why there's hype. They've shown games before about these kinds of about the Pokemon looking kind of creatures with guns.
Yeah.
So I think it's different enough for Nintendo to say we might have a case. Now, obviously, when it released and it made so much money, of course Nintendo had to say something. So I think that's all this is. I think Nintendo, I don't know whether or not Nintendo have a case or not. I don't know Japanese copyright law, but I do know that if they did have a case, it would have been filed months and years ago if they did, because when it comes to their legal team, robust, strong. They take their 5 a day. Like that's
on the note of that. Yeah, so a modder put a mod on Steam, changed everyone to Pokemon, changed everyone to Ash Ketchum, Brock and the gang, right? That mod was up for about a day, maybe 2, hit by the Nintendo legal team. It's gone.
Yeah, copyright. He was just hit with the copyright straight.
Yeah. I think that for I don't know if this is true or not. I have to look this up, but my legal experience is telling me that I don't know if Japan has fair use like we do. I think their copyright laws is a lot stricter than us. So
yeah, because with us it's 7 differences, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 7 different. It has to be 7 differences.
Yeah,
there's parody as well.
Exactly. So if they don't have if Nintendo haven't brought a case, My brother, you in the Twitter armchair, you got nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh dear, that's so funny. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I think those are three technically great hot takes in terms of the gaming industry layoffs, which is quite sad, even though it is a hot take. And I really my heart goes out to the people who have just like lost their jobs just out of the blue and stuff. That's never an easy thing to do. And I really hope that this sort of this restructuring that different companies, it wasn't just Activision, different companies were actually laid off quite a lot of staff.
Yeah.
Twitch also guilty of that, like they laid off quite a lot of staff as well. And I hope that these restructuring and also rehiring of staff is a bit better in future. For sure, AI is definitely a huge topical thing that we definitely need to have more energy towards, especially when it comes to art. And Palworld, a game that is Pokemon light, Pokemon-esque, Pokemon adjacent.
Yeah.
Adjacent.
It's their cousins. They cousins.
That's my cousin. I want to also add a topical thing. It's the 13th African Games, which is coming to Ghana this year. Amazing. It's going to be in March.
Hello.
And for the first time ever, they are adding esports to it. So gaming, which is really cool. And I'm liking that. I think the Olympics is also looking to add gaming as well as one of the specialties. It's really good that some of these like institutions are recognizing that there takes a lot of skill to be a pro athlete. A gaming athlete, it's like a lot of dedication. It's a lot of time. The same way it takes like a swimmer or a long distance runner, that takes them a lot of time waking up at the crack of dawn, training. The same goes for the gamers, it's a lot of discipline. And I think that's kind of what these tournaments test you on, is your discipline and your skill and your execution.
To play devil's advocate. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go on. No, that I was like wrapped up.
To play devil's advocate, should the Olympics also introduce competitive eating? Because that also takes time, practice, and skill. And I'm just being like, I'm not even trolling. Like, where is the line?
Obsidian Fury would come with something crazy.
I'm just saying.
I think they looked at the industry as a whole, because the gaming industry makes more money than the music and the movie industry combined. So generally, no, even still, they're still making a lot of money. Like
consistently.
Actors are actually going into game franchises more than movie franchises.
Yeah. Because even think about like the game industry is now taking over the movie and TV industry.
It's just wild. So I think they just looked at the industry and then included it.
Yeah.
They realized that you can't overlook it anymore.
What you're saying is they looked at the money and they were like, we need some of that
money. Exactly, the money.
Follow the money.
The money. Like these game tournaments are selling out stadiums and stuff, arenas, like to the max.
Yes, sir.
You can't overlook that. But for reference, the League of Legends Worlds tournament, the last Worlds tournament, the viewership almost hit the World Cup record.
Oh wow!
Yeah, viewership record. Yes, it had consistent viewers, online viewers, 2 million, 1 million, between 1 million, 2 million viewers, consistent.
That's crazy.
And that just shows, because League of Legends, I don't even play League of Legends, but I know League of Legends because they got other IP out there. They diversified the portfolio and they brought newcomers into it, like me. Run me my Arcane Season 2 is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Oh dear. No, but I think I will give that to the comment, actually, Dark Knight, in terms of professional eating, because I don't think so. Does that take dedication? Does that take skill?
It kind of does.
I mean, it kind of does. Like, if you're having a proper professional eating competition.
Does it though? Does it actually take skill and dedication? Wake up at the crack of dawn to what? Massage your stomach? I don't know. I'm literally asking.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know anything about this one.
Professional eaters, holler at us. We need to know.
Or like arm wrestling or something. Like where's the line?
Arm wrestling, I get. Yeah,
arm wrestling, definitely, yeah.
But professionally eating, like, I don't know if Dark Knight is just trying to,
Hey man, if I can get a gold medal and eat like hot dogs, like that's what you'll find me, bro. I'm not even gonna try front.
That's what I really thought this was about. But yeah, we've wrapped up a really good time of some actually really big topics. So let us know, guys, in the comments your thoughts about all the different things that we discussed, the layoffs in the gaming industry and how that's going to affect us going forward. Because something that we say a lot when we do panels is that there's so much opportunity in gaming. Come to gaming, come and work in gaming. And then they come and see that there's hella layoffs. They're like, huh? Well, you told us that there was lots of opportunities. But the thing is, there still is. So it's really difficult to sort of juggle both the immense layoffs and the vast opportunities. AI, that is a whole podcast within itself. So I think we should leave that to another podcast and invite some artists because it's them that it's also affecting quite a lot. There's a lot to say about AI and its uses in different forms as well. Palworlds, I think the game is blowing up and it also calls into question. I think the saying is great artists steal, good artists copy or something.
Good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Yeah.
Intellectual property.
I would say, guys, if you want more Palworld content, let us know. And let us know what type of Palworld content you're looking for.
Yeah.
Most definitely. We definitely need to be getting into that game because OG Otaku is hooked.
Take my money.
Wow. And of course, the 13th African Games. So congrats to Ghana for securing that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's been amazing. These are Melanin Gamers hot takes. It's been me, basically, Andy, your host. In the Dark, we've had as well.
Going to be a pleasure.
Obsidian Fury.
What's going on, gang?
OG Otaku as well.
Catch me in Palworld.
Thank you all for joining us so much. And we will see you guys on the next podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe. Bye.
See you later, guys.
Yeah.